The Crystal Keeper's Dilemma, Echoes of Ancient Power. Deep within the heart of a forgotten mountain, Amara stood before a vast chamber filled with crystals of every size and color imaginable. As the last Crystal Keeper, she bore the responsibility of maintaining the delicate balance of Earth's crystalline energies. Each gem in this hidden sanctuary resonated with a unique frequency, collectively forming a symphony that helped regulate the planet's magical currents. But today, that symphony had become a cacophony. Amara could feel the dissonance in her bones, a jarring vibration that set her teeth on edge. Something was terribly wrong with the world's crystal network, and she knew she had to act fast to prevent a global magical catastrophe. Closing her eyes, Amara reached out with her senses, letting her consciousness flow through the crystal matrix that spanned the globe. Almost immediately, she detected the source of the problem. A massive deposit of ancient crystals had been unearthed by a mining operation in a remote part of the world. These long-dormant gems, pulsing with raw, primordial energy, were now flooding the network with chaotic magical currents. Amara knew she couldn't handle this alone. With a heavy heart, she activated the Crystal Keeper's emergency beacon, a signal she had hoped never to use. It would summon the 4 elemental guardians, powerful beings who had long ago retreated from the world of humans. As the beacon's light pulsed through the crystal chamber, 4 shimmering portals appeared. From each stepped a figure of awe-inspiring power, Zephyr of the air, her form a swirling vortex of wind, Inferno of the fire, his body wreathed in ever-shifting flames, Terra of the earth, her skin like living stone, and Aquarius of the water, his fluid form barely contained in humanoid shape. Crystal Keeper, Zephyr's voice whispered like a gentle breeze, "Why have you summoned us from our sanctuaries?" Amara bowed deeply. "Honored guardians, I apologize for disturbing your rest, but we face a crisis that threatens the very fabric of our world's magic." She quickly explained the situation, watching as the guardians' expressions grew grave. Inferno spoke, his voice crackling with intensity. These ancient crystals, awakened after eons of slumber, could shatter the magical balance we've long maintained. Terra nodded, her movement causing small tremors. "We must act swiftly to contain their power before it's too late." Aquarius, his voice flowing like a mountain stream, added, "But we cannot simply suppress this energy. It must be integrated, or it will eventually break free with even more devastating consequences." Amara felt a glimmer of hope. With the elemental guardians at her side, they might just have a chance at averting disaster. "What must we do?" she asked. The next few hours were a blur of intense magical work. Amara and the guardians established a powerful containment field around the unearthed crystal deposit, preventing further magical leakage. Then, using the hidden chamber as a focal point, they began the delicate process of harmonizing the ancient energies with the existing crystal network. It was painstaking work, requiring all of Amara's skill as a crystal keeper and the combined elemental powers of the guardians. They wove complex patterns of energy, gradually introducing the primordial vibrations into the greater symphony of Earth's crystals. As they worked, Amara began to perceive new layers of complexity in the crystal songs. The ancient gems carried echoes of a world long past, of magic in its rawest, most primal form. It was beautiful and terrifying all at once. Finally, after what felt like days but could have been mere hours, the last discordant note faded away. The crystal network hummed with renewed vigor, the ancient energies now a harmonious part of its grand composition. Exhausted but triumphant, Amara turned to thank the elemental guardians. But she could see in their eyes that their work was not yet done. "Crystal Keeper," Terra said solemnly, "this event has shown us that the world is changing. The balance we've maintained for so long is shifting." Zephyr nodded, her form shimmering. "We can no longer remain distant observers. The time has come for us to take a more active role in guiding the magical currents of this world." Inferno's flames flickered thoughtfully. "But we cannot do it alone. We will need a bridge between our realm and the world of humans." Aquarius turned his fluid gaze to Amara. "Will you join us, Crystal Keeper?" Will you help us usher in a new age of magical harmony? Amara felt the weight of their words, understanding that her answer would change not just her life, but the very nature of magic on Earth. She thought of the hidden chamber, of the centuries of isolation it represented. Then she thought of the wondrous complexity she had glimpsed in the song of the ancient crystals. Taking a deep breath, Amara nodded. I will, she said, her voice ringing with certainty. Together, we will guide humanity towards a deeper understanding of the crystal magics that shape our world. As the elemental guardians smiled their approval, Amara felt a profound shift in the energies around her. The hidden chamber seemed to pulse with newfound purpose, and she knew that her role as crystal keeper had evolved into something far greater. The path ahead would not be easy. There would be challenges in reintroducing long-forgotten magics, in teaching humanity to respect and work with the crystal energies that flowed through the earth. But as Amara stood with the elemental guardians, surrounded by the singing crystals, she felt ready to face whatever the future might bring. For in that moment, she understood that she was part of something far greater than herself, a grand symphony of magic that had the power to transform the world. The end.